Hey there, curious minds. Have you ever wondered what happened after Jesus died? There are many mysteries surrounding the events that occurred after his crucifixion. Welcome to Curious Media. Today, we're going to delve into 5 things that happened after Jesus died, so grab a seat and get ready to learn some fascinating history. The resurrection. The resurrection is one of the most debated and controversial events in human history. For many people, the idea of a person rising from the dead is impossible, while for others, it is the foundation of their faith. The resurrection is a central tenet of Christianity, and it is what separates it from other religions. Christians believe that Jesus' resurrection is a miracle that proves his divinity, and that it provides hope for eternal life. The resurrection also has significant impact on Jesus' followers. Before Jesus' death, his followers were in a state of despair and confusion. They had believed that Jesus was the Messiah and had expected him to liberate them from Roman oppression. However, when Jesus was crucified, their hopes were shattered. The resurrection changed everything for them. It gave them a renewed sense of purpose and a reason to continue spreading Jesus' message. The spread of Christianity. After the resurrection, Jesus' followers began spreading his message throughout the world. They traveled to different parts of the world, preaching the gospel and converting people to Christianity. Christianity grew rapidly, and by the 4th century, it had become the dominant religion in the Roman Empire. The spread of Christianity was aided by a variety of factors. One of the most important factors was the Roman Empire's tolerance of different religions. The Roman Empire allowed its subjects to practice their own religions as long as they did not interfere with the empire's unity. Christianity was also appealing to many people because it offered a sense of community and purpose that was lacking in Roman society. Another factor that contributed to the spread of Christianity was the use of the Greek language. Greek was the lingua franca of the Mediterranean world, and many people could understand it. The books of the New Testament were written in Greek, making them accessible to a broad audience. The writing of the New Testament. The New Testament is a collection of books that were written by various authors, including the apostles and other disciples of Jesus. The books in the New Testament document the life and teachings of Jesus, as well as the history of the early Christian church. The writing of the New Testament began after Jesus' death and continued for several decades. The books were initially written in Greek and were translated into other languages over time. The books in the New Testament are not arranged chronologically, and they were not all written at the same time. Some books were written as early as 50 AD, while others were written as late as 100 AD. The writing of the New Testament was a complex and contentious process. There were many different authors, and they had different styles and perspectives. There were also many different versions of the books, and it took several centuries for the church to agree on which books should be included in the New Testament. Persecution of Christians. Despite the Roman Empire's tolerance of different religions, Christianity faced persecution during the first few centuries after Jesus' death. Christians were seen as a threat to the empire's unity because they refused to worship the Roman gods. They were also accused of engaging in immoral practices such as incest and cannibalism. The persecution of Christians was severe and widespread. Christians were tortured, imprisoned, and killed for their beliefs. They were thrown to the lions in the Colosseum, burned at the stake, and crucified. However, despite the persecution, Christianity continued to grow and flourish. The martyrdom of Christians inspired others to convert to Christianity, and the church became more organized and influential. The Council of Nicaea. The Council of Nicaea was a meeting of Christian bishops that took place in 325 AD. The council was called by the Roman Emperor Constantine, who had recently converted to Christianity. The purpose of the council was to resolve a dispute within the church regarding the nature of Jesus. Some Christians believed that Jesus was divine, while others believed that he was a human being with a special relationship with God. The council ultimately decided that Jesus was both fully divine and fully human. This decision, known as the Nicene Creed, became a central tenet of Christian belief. The Council of Nicaea also established the date for Easter and created a list of books that were considered to be part of the New Testament. The Council of Nicaea had a significant impact on the development of Christianity. It helped to establish a unified doctrine and provided a framework for future theological debates. It also strengthened the relationship between the Church and the Roman Empire. As we continue to explore the legacy of Jesus, We can reflect on the impact that he has had on the world and on our own lives. We can ask ourselves what we can learn from his teachings and how we can apply them to our own lives. So, what do you think? Do you have any other theories or ideas about what happened after Jesus died? Share them in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about history and other fascinating topics, don't forget to subscribe to Curious Media. See you in the next video.